Okay, this is the way it was explained to me, Larry. The cool Clewell, their property is here, okay? Let's say in between these two.
Okay.
Well, when this guy, not the ones that are there now, came in, this property was surveyed. This line, they said, had to move this way. So, Marty Holton, husband Don Holton, and Larry Lammers measured from the surveyed line over, and the fence that was up had to be moved over. So Larry and Don Holton put up that fence. Well, now Cora and them are saying that both property lines have to be moved over. Well, if this line has to be moved over this way, then you measure from this line over, that would move this one back over this way, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's the way this was explained to me, which means they're moving two property lines out from the original fence that was there.
And here's the outline of the road.
Yeah. And what Don Holton and Larry Lammers did to get Marty Holton's fence line that was there before the Cools bought it, and then the ones over here measured, and this property line was put up. This fence line was put up. Well, if this has to be moved this way, this shouldn't have to be moved.
Exactly.
And if this has to be moved this way, then this one would move that way. But the Cools are taking 6 feet from the other ones too.
Not to mention,
or something like that.
Not to mention, they're not taking into account the property on the other side of the frickin' road.
No, because they don't want to acknowledge anything about it.
Well, they're gonna have to.
Larry, I can't get your dad to stand up and fight for his rights. The rights are, we have had that property in the Lammers family name. It has been on our side of that fence, which has been the property line since way before the Cools showed up and started saying that they were the new property owners.
Which I'm pretty sure
Don't.
That.
We tried. No, I'm not going to go there because that's another incident that nobody wants to talk about. The thing is both fence lines would move one way or the other, not two different directions.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what the Cools have been saying needs to be done.
Obviously, they don't understand.
And
that the rest of their 2 acres is
on
the other side.
Well, the thing is, according to law, they had a certain time from when they thought or knew that that property line was wrong to get it done. They started this stuff in 2007. Well, actually, started it in 2003. 2007, your grandpa was notified that they were the new property owner and that they would be getting it surveyed in the near future. Well, this is over 12 years later. They have been told twice to leave it alone. Once by my father-in-law, after he showed them a picture of the aerial photo and told to leave it alone. And then again, later on, when they tried it again, they tried taking it and were again told to leave it alone. And now, again, they're trying it. This is getting taught. Your dad just wants it to be done. He just is what he told me. He just wants it over, done, so that he can have peace. Well, that don't sound like your dad. Not to give up anything for a little perceived peace.
There won't be perceived peace.
No, there hasn't been since they moved in. First it was him on the quads. And then he had he had some kind of bulldozer and tractor out there a lot, moving stuff all over the place. I mean, he'd do it 1 month, and then a couple months later, he'd do it again. A couple months later, he'd do it again. And it's like, he keeps pushing he was pushing the same stuff all around, trying to push it through the fence. But every time, he got caught because we were out there. And so he'd shut it down, and the tractor would go away for a while, and he'd do it again, and we'd be out there, and he'd stop, and because he kept trying to push it through the fence.
Because he was trying to get what he wanted.
He was trying to get rid of the fence because he was told that it was grandfathered in a long time ago.
He was told.
But everybody now wants to say, look, the grandfather clause doesn't exist. Well, the thing is in California, there is a statute of limitation on the property line.
Not to mention, they've known.
On encroachment is what it is. On encroachment. The thing is we have not moved that line.
We have not moved it. We have not built a new fence.
We did not build a new one.
The original fence.
We repaired the original that was there. That has been there for over, your dad said it's been there over 60.
Not to mention, I found evidence of the grandfather
over 50, not 60, over 50.
I found evidence of the grandfathered in clause. And it's on the internet.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. A whole bunch of people talk about it. Various websites.
Property line grandfathered in?
Grandfathered property line grandfathered in clause.
I didn't know that you had been researching it. I had no idea.
It only took me 1 day just to find even a small amount. And after I found that small amount, I knew that those assholes were lying. So I didn't need to do any more research.
But because we can't find the code that goes along with the grandfather clause, they won't listen to us. But the thing is that would come under encroachment. And the encroachment says that if it's been there and they knew that it was there and they didn't do anything about it within a certain amount of time, then it's not their property, it's ours.
Exactly. And besides, the original property line from over...
Yeah, okay.
Years ago.
It was grandfathered before they moved in.
Far before they moved in.